decade ago, a man's fantasy became reality in a form never seen before. Kitchen Stadium, a giant cooking arena. The motivation for spending his fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations. To realize his dream, he started choosing the top chefs of various styles of cooking. And he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skills. Iron Chef Japanese, Kome Nakamura. Iron Chef French, Hiroyuki Sakai. Iron Chef Chinese, Chen Kenichi. And Iron Chef Italian, Masahiko Kobe. Kitchen Stadium is the arena where Iron Chefs await the challenges of master chefs from around the world. Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the theme ingredient of the day. Using all their senses, skills, creativity, they're to prepare artistic dishes never tasted before. And if ever a challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. Every battle, reputations are on the line in Kitchen Stadium, where master chefs pit their artistic creations against each other. What inspiration will today's challenger bring? And how will the Iron Chef fight back? The heat will be on!
If memory serves me right, about 4 months ago, when former Iron Chef Japanese Rokusaburo Michiba was busy searching for a man to succeed his position, the renowned food commentator Yukio Hattori frequently recommended a particular man as a candidate.
At my cooking school, I have a top-notch Japanese cuisine chef who I thought could qualify as an Iron Chef to replace Michiba-san.
That man is, in fact, the chief instructor at Hattori Nutrition College, Kenji Motai. Motai heads the 140-some instructors of culinary skills at the college. He is undoubtedly Hattori's right-hand man.
Just one time, I'd like our Chef Motai to step into Kitchen Stadium and battle an Iron Chef Japanese.
Very well, Hattori. I shall fulfill your wish just this once. Today's challenger, the man Hattori requested I appoint Iron Chef Japanese II, chief instructor at Hattori Nutrition College, Kenji Motai. He entered Hattori Nutrition College as a freshman when he was 19. 2 years later, after finishing the courses, he chose to stay on board and walk the path of an instructor himself.
Michimasa Dose Hattori, Hattori-san's father and my teacher, was a very dynamic person with an aura. I thought I had much more to learn under him, so that made me decide to stay at the college.
And so, Motai continued to receive intensive training under his mentor and qualified as an instructor at a mere age of 29. Since then, Motai has trained over 35,000 chefs. He himself has earned his own name, appearing in TV commercials as well.
I am what I am because of the school, and to give back to the school. I do my best to keep up the reputation of the young chefs who graduate from our school.
Motai's works speak of the authority and tradition of Hattori Nutrition College, as well as his own caliber as a top instructor. The challenger is here to fight and win for the honor and pride of his school. So now, Motai, show us what you have and make Hattori a happy man.
This is important to me. It's a serious match. We're fighting for the pride of my school.
With my 40 years of experience, I'm going for a win.
このキッチンスタジアムを知り尽くした男が最も信頼する料理人を送り込んでまいりました。服部栄養専門学校調理技術最高師範。さあ皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。茂田健二。
All right, the top instructor at the Hattori Nutrition College coming into the stadium along with Dr. Yukio Hattori and a procession of graduates and teachers carrying the school's flag. Some 35,000 chefs have learned their craft from Motai, and today he'll be trying to see if he's good enough to teach a thing or two to an Iron Chef.
どうもようこそいらっしゃいました。
Thank you very much. Nice to see you again.
キッチンスタジアム始まって以来の大人数かと思いますけど。
It could be, yeah.
すごい数。
I think we've got 15.
和の新鉄人が誕生して3ヶ月になりますけれども、何か魂胆といいますか狙いといいますかそういうものございます。
Well, no particular reason, really. I'm just here to support Motai, who I actually thought could qualify as an Iron Chef.
やっぱあるんですね。はい。今日は勝つ自信はおありになりますか。
That's why I came here. To win.
はい。それでは我が美食アカデミーが誇る3人の鉄人を登場させましょう。よみがえるアイアンシェフ。
Now ascending into Kitchen Stadium, the nation's culinary leaders, your Iron Chefs. Iron Chef Chinese, Chen Kenichi. Iron Chef French, Hiroyuki Sakai. And Iron Chef Japanese, Kome Nakamura. Here they stand, the invincible men of culinary skills.
もちろん戦う相手は決まっているはずです。
Yes.
さあ誰と戦いますか。
Nakamura Kome-san.
All right, as it should be, Motai gunning for the Iron Chef Japanese, Kome Nakamura, the Iron Chef who succeeded Orokusaburo Michiba, and who also cooks along the same path as did his predecessor, pushing past boundaries, introducing new techniques. Today against a man regarded by Dr. Hattori as Iron Chef caliber.
111年前から面々と続いてきた服部学園の歴史。面々そう思った時に私はテーマに麺を使ってみたくなりました。しかも挑戦者のように太い麺を。それでは発表します。今日のテーマはこれです。今日のテーマうどん。
With udon as the theme ingredient, we'll have a change in the format for today's battle to ensure the noodle dishes arrive at the table right after they're finished. The challenger will cook for 60 minutes straight through, while the Iron Chef will stop after 50 minutes and come back for his last 10 minutes of cooking after the tasting of Challenger Motai's dishes. All right, Dr. Hattori bringing in the top instructor of his nutrition college. He's backing Challenger Motai 100% in a bid to drop Iron Chef Nakamura. We are set. Let's get it on. Bang a gong, we are on. And Hattori handing his man Motai the tray and the Udon Battle underway. Today a clash between the tradition of the Hattori Nutrition College and the culinary innovation of the Kaga Gourmet Academy. And the men now up at the stand, and Motai going first for the dried udon noodles, while Nakamura breaking into the udon dough and trying to get a chunk of that liberated. We've also got some freshly made udon noodles, and the dried ones are from Akita Prefecture. And at this point, let's introduce our guests for today's battle. She was with us here about a year ago, singer Sachiko Kobayashi. Nice to have you back for this one today.
My pleasure to be here.
And viewers might recall his battle against Iron Chef Michiba, actor Tatsuo Umemiya. Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
And sitting in the commentator's chair, filling in for Doc, the Don of the Kansai, Toshiro Kandagawa.
Great to be here.
And first time to see you wearing a tux.
Well, water your flower, love your people, and love is what makes food great.
All right, already in fine form, I see.
Yes.
In fine form, this Chinese black chicken, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Iron Chef Nakamura with that, prepping the bird, and now over here, prep work of another kind. Motai borrowing a page from former Iron Chef Michiba and starting out with writing his menu.
Fukusan!
Floor reporter Shinichiro to go.
Just before the battle, Challenger Motai was saying, "This is great, everybody's here to cheer me on, I love it, and since summer is just around the corner, I wish I was doing this in my swimsuit, haha, just kidding." Now, Hattori-san heard him say that and said when he comes up with dumb jokes like that, it means that he's nervous, and that makes me nervous.
Ooh, little shaky town over there on that side. Haven't seen Hattori look this tense and hyped up as he is.
He's not smiling today.
Well, must have heard you right there, a little cheeky grin. Can't blame him, though. A lot on the line. The school's 111 years of tradition. The weight of that riding on Motai's performance today. Yes.
Yeah, Iron Chef Nakamura talking about Challenger Motai says, "I've seen his cooking style many times on TV. He's constantly doing new things, and he never takes shortcuts. I respect him, but if I stay on track, I think I can win. Correction, I will win for sure." He sounds determined.
All right, Nakamura knows what it's all about here, what his job is to do. And with the dough, the circular shape mean anything?
I'm not sure.
Making these circular pieces from the udon dough.
Is he planning to wrap something with this?
Okay, looking like gyoza skins almost. And now over to the other side.
He's chopping them up.
Chopping
I
up.
think, yeah.
What are those? Perhaps some rolled up noodles made from the dough, but they're not hard right there. They are soft, I think.
Tough call.
Okay, we'll see how that one does. And now the Iron Chef and taking those pieces and gently dropping them into a pot of water on the stove. It is not on full boil.
Okay.
And with so much time left in this one, any idea, Kanagawa-san, where he's going here?
Well, I think I just can't really say at this
I
point.
think we're going to hear that a lot today. Huh? Early indications, no idea. All right. And now Challenger Motai unloading this one into a bowl.
Prawns.
Okay, a paste of prawns.
Yeah.
Came from the processor.
He's mixing them together now.
Okay, with the udon bits there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I see.
paste of prawns and udon to be mixed.
Okay, and he's rolling them up.
Make a dumpling, you could? Right?
I think so.
Steam fried?
Maybe for steaming or frying. Yeah.
All right, now Nakamura, new action here.
And he's got dumplings too. I think the soup is made from that black chicken. Maybe.
A chicken soup.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yes, I think dumplings.
Looks flavor laden.
Chris-san?
Yes.
Yeah, the Iron Chef spot contains just simple regular broth, not ukoke broth, no.
All right,
not
thanks.
black chicken. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
and tearing off small pieces of dough, dropping them in the broth.
Oh, just like gnocchi.
Okay, sort of a sweet tone.
Yes.
All right, now swinging back to Motai, the dumpling effort, and what kind would that be?
Mitarashi. It's with a teriyaki sauce.
Okay,
maybe,
and dropping them into a pot of water on full boil dumplings.
And he's got some miso.
What does the dumplings and miso?
Miso?
Oh,
Three
miso.
colors. Three
All
colors.
right,
in there.
blended prawns, pieces of udon noodles, and so miso's in the center of these things, you said?
Right. He's got it inside there.
Inside.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Come
It's
across this
ways
kind
to-
of dumpling much before?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Dumpling lesson for today.
Chris-san?
Yes.
Yeah, the miso inside the dumplings is a special type called koji miso.
All right, thanks.
I see.
Koji miso inside the dumplings being personally made by the challenger. Now back with
right.
Nakamura.
Oh, now what's this?
I believe these are the bits of dough cooked in the broth
Oh, the one that kind of looks like gnocchi.
and expanded as they cook.
Yes.
All right, but now in the blender, I tell you, he is losing me if I'm not lost already.
Chris-san?
Yes.
I asked Iron Chef Nakamura to give us some hints as to where he's up to because we're all having difficulty following his moves and guessing where he's headed. And he said, well, I'm originally from Nagasaki Prefecture, so I'm thinking about making something that is very Nagasaki. Back to you.
All right, Kanagawa-san, you think you got that?
Yeah, I know. It's Sara udon, I think.
Okay, sure. Nagasaki's known for those crispy fried noodles.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, well, it was the first thing that
Okay,
came
now
to
how
mind.
about here?
He's seasoning it with
Like
miso.
a big
miso.
pickle item there.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this container, the Iron Chef has a mix of red and white miso and Japanese sake, which he's using to create layers by alternating it with the udon dough sheets.
All right, thanks.
It's starting to look like senmai pickles.
Okay, so using the dough to represent the pickled pieces
Well,
there.
I'm not sure if that's what it is. Yeah, but,
Wow.
but it will taste good.
Hey,
I
the
can say
bottle
that.
there, Nakamura site. See
Hey,
that?
lemonade?
Coming out of left field with that.
Yes.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. I didn't think you could still get them. I thought they were long gone. And Nakamura getting a taste of that right there.
I like it.
Maybe he just wants to drink it.
I don't think taste test it. Look, he's using it.
I know. This is rice
Oh, not
flour,
possible.
and he's adding soda pop into the flour.
Maybe for dessert?
Yeah. I think some sort of dumpling again. I think.
And back with Motai menu right in front of him there.
Is that a miso?
He's got the different kinds of miso, koji miso.
Okay, and dropping
the like.
these in for a deep fried treatment. Dumpling number 2, 30 minutes gone very fast, and it means Nakamura's got only 20 minutes before he's got to put it down. Yes.
About the dough the Iron Chef is making using soda pop, rice flour, and udon dough as well. I asked him why soda pop, and he said, I wanted to use something besides regular carbonated water to make it expand, and it tasted pretty good.
All right, thanks. Who'd have thunk it? Iron Chef using soda pop.
Just amazing, amazing.
All right, now looking at this one, challenger side.
Kimchi stew. It's looking great. This ought to be awesome.
Should be, yes.
Well, Mimiya-san, you like this stuff, don't you?
I love it. I love it.
And I know you do. I know everything about you.
Yes. The ingredients in this kimchi stew pot are Chinese broth, Japanese sake, soy sauce, salt, kimchi, and also potato starch.
All right, thanks.
Soup.
Looking good with that. Now Nakamura's got here. What's he got?
Fukusan, I believe this is mascarpone cheese.
All right, thanks.
And Fukusan, just one more thing. In this pot, the Iron Chef has combined broth and black chicken soup.
Okay, good. And he's just added something else to it there. Blackened chicken soup with mascarpone.
Fukui-san.
Yes, Kanagawa-san?
I think he's making mitarashi dumplings here.
Who? Which chef?
The Iron Chef.
All right.
It's a tri-colored dumpling, I think.
Okay, a 3-colored dumpling. Got to see how that one turns out by the Iron Chef. So a lot of dumplings at the forefront of the cooking action on both sides today. And now back with the challenger. Let's see here.
It's got abalone.
Okay,
and,
some noodles in there.
Some kind of salad.
All right, and look, he's got 3 bowls of noodles right there.
Different colors, I guess.
3 colors to be
I
exact.
think he might try for a trio of colors in one of his offerings as well. Okay, now let's see. Cured plum sauce, I believe.
Right. He's got the cured plums flavor in there.
Okay, both sides going for a 3-tone look for one of their dishes.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Right. The challenger does have 3 bowls. The one that he just added the cured plum sauce to contains inaniwa udon, olive oil, salt, and soy sauce. He has another one containing abalone inaniwa udon and olive oil, and one more with just inaniwa udon only. It looks like he'll be using special sauces for each one.
All right, thanks, Ota.
And he's using the liver of the abalone in there.
Okay, you excited about that?
Oh, it looks great.
So nice.
Doubling down with abalone. One bowl with abalone itself, another with the sauce using the liver.
It's a fantastic job.
Okay,
20 minutes
and dropping them into hot oil right here.
Right. He's frying them
Deep fry job.
Now, this is going to be the fried noodles we talked about, I think, here.
The crispy texture.
Yeah, this is it.
Bullseye, wow.
Right.
The only hint was Nagasaki and Kanagawa-san getting the jump on it.
Yeah. Well, you have to fry the noodles in oil to make it proper Nagasaki-style
Now, look at this
udon.
here.
Right. I see he's using a torch.
And whoa, flamola to go. Iron Chef side, a trio of different colored dumplings bringing flames to bear. And what's the idea there?
Well, get the aroma out. Get the savory aroma out.
And Nakamura will be trying to find favor with the flavor of the surface charred dumplings, unconventional method being used here. Now the fried udon noodles, also on the Iron Chef side, a solid interweave of udon.
Oh, it's going to be so crispy and nice.
That's great.
A bird could almost call that home.
You betcha.
I was going to say like a basket,
Well,
but
be careful what you put in it.
that's right. Sorry to say that. I didn't mean to criticize.
Well, no offense intended, none taken. The fried noodles coming off, Nagasaki-style sada udon, and now getting, let's see, back over on the challenger side here.
Oh, yes. Now, that is a good move right there, I tell you. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, this dish by the challenger that you're seeing now contains duck meat, long onions, cooking sake, sugar, and soy sauce.
It's still raw, though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right, it's raw.
Going to serve it like that?
Well, it can be served raw if it's very fresh, yes.
But you have to worry about the grease. I'd say he'll steam the whole thing.
Right. Well,
Okay.
it could be, yeah.
Cole suggests that. Now, looky here.
Oh, what was that?
Shuffling
What?
along.
What's he doing?
Shaving off pieces of the dough into the earthen pot.
Wow.
And his aim is true.
Shaving the dough.
And I tell you what, Motai's got rhythm too. The challenger shaving udon for his kimchi stew, and now back with the Iron Chef and working on his soup, or not working on his soup. What is it he's got over there? Can you pick that up?
This
Kango?
kind of looks like a chilled soup, I
Okay,
think.
we're going to call it udon soup then?
Right,
All
I go with
or
that.
Udon potage?
Okay, yeah.
That would be a first.
Like a chilled udon.
Okay, pretty labor-intensive
Yeah.
effort
15
being
minutes
made
to
by the
go.
Iron Chef. And now 15 minutes left.
Is that what's something?
No.
Then what is it?
Balsam pear, the bitter one.
Okay, cured in miso, right?
Right, yes,
Okay,
yes.
with
yes.
balsam pear inside.
That's right. You got
All
it right.
balsam pear sandwiched in udon skins that were cured in miso. And Uemiya-san, how does that one look to you?
Oh, I'd love to try that one.
Me too. I'm pretty much ready for tasting now.
Well, that's always the case around here with you guests. And now the challenger side, look at this. They are putting on an udon lid here. So definitely going to get some cooking treatment.
That's right. You're gonna toast this one.
And Nakamoto's 3-colored dumplings.
Oh, very pretty.
3 on a stick.
Fukusan?
Nice little nuggets, yes.
Yeah, we're talking about Iron Chef's folded sliced dough containing some kind of pickles. Actually, the vegetable inside is not balsam pears, but cucumbers and yam potatoes.
Okay.
And he says that he's saving the balsam pears for something else.
Oh,
I see.
okay, so some last-second player change. The slices of cucumber and yam potatoes sandwiched in the skins of udon, and the balsam pears still in the bullpen.
Yes,
Challenger
indeed.
side now, these are going to the oven. Can't steam them. You got to cook that dough and the contents below with the raw duck. And
That's it.
wow, we're about a minute away now from the time Nakamoto will have to lay it down and take a break.
Fukusan?
Yes.
I asked Iron Chef Nakamoto about having to withdraw in a minute, and his reply was, oh, well, I'm on the right track. Everything is under control. Then I asked, so everything's perfect? And he paused for a couple of seconds and said, yeah, perfect.
All right,
Hey.
Nakamoto. Can't be too happy, though, about having to shut it down and come back later for the last 10 minutes of his cooking time. And he is taking this last minute here to kind of clean up, straighten things on his side, and make it easier for him when he does return after the tasting of the challenger's dishes. Might be talking about, what, 30, 40 minutes from now?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. Nakamoto's got to stop and go off to a holding room.
Hey, way to go. Good job there.
All right.
Fantastic.
50 minutes. Nakamoto exiting the stadium. He'll return to finish after the tasting of Motai's dishes, after Motai's done with his cooking. But the Iron Chef, he shall return. And Motai now, under 10 minutes left for him to complete all of his work.
Fukusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm, of course, here on the challenger side, and he has a bowl. I believe this is the one that contains the gelatin, salt, light soy sauce, broth, and broad beans, all of which have been pureed together in the food processor.
How about that? Blended broad beans and gelatin.
You know, both chefs are trying to be very unique, so it's really tough trying to imagine what the dishes are going to look like from now on.
It's been a rough ride the whole
betcha.
way.
Tough
Even
call.
Hattori seems stumped there.
Yeah, big concern,
And
actually.
trying to get a closer look there at the action on Motai's
There's
side.
some uni in there. Let's see it.
Inside bamboo.
Throwing that in there. Uni.
Okay, with the trio of noodles.
Are these
Yeah.
sliced squid?
No, they're the noodles.
Yeah,
Really,
those are. I think. Yeah, those are noodles.
so.
Okay, and sea urchin roe, and right on
Yep,
top
put
of
that on
that.
top, yes.
Wow.
All right, noodles with
Taste.
cured plum puree, abalone sauce, and sea urchin.
And cured plum sauce
Okay,
as well.
udon noodles don't get any better than this. And now here he is adding some sauce to
Kusan?
another offering. Yes.
Yes, the sauce that you noticed is a mix of brown sugar syrup, honey, regular syrup, granulated sugar, and a little water.
Challenger going sweet on us, an assortment of sweet stuff.
See.
So going to offer that one to satisfy the sweet tooth, and still adding more here.
Fukusan,
what's that?
these are sweet black beans.
All right, you folks thinking what I'm thinking right here?
A dessert.
Yeah, right. It has. Maybe
Absolutely.
It's a dessert. Well, he's adding the strawberries and
Just like this.
That clinches it right there,
kiwis.
dessert.
It has to be. Yeah. What else would you make with those things?
Fukusan.
Yes.
All the chefs up here in the royal box from Hattori-san School are of one opinion, saying Mr. Motai's creations are fantastic. We're learning a lot today. Motai-san is certainly the Iron Chef at our school, and we think this matches his. Back to you.
All right,
How
of
about
course, the
that?
graduates now working professionals and instructors behind their man Motai all the way. All right, 5 minutes left, and hey, making some noise,
that.
firing up their guy like it's a graduation day all over again. Check it out.
Oh, you gotta love that.
Listen. School spirit not lacking at the Hattori Nutrition College.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And Doc's got to be feeling proud of that. And Challenger Motai now acknowledging the support from upstairs, his former students, fellow colleagues. Whoa, and has he gotten a workout today? Maybe he's the one who could have used the break at the 10-minute mark, but probably preferable to keep on cooking, and that he is doing.
3 minutes
And 3 minutes left now for the challenger. Format changed today, making the battle even more remarkable. Our usual commentator, Dr. Yukio Hattori, bringing in his longtime top instructor at his nutrition college. And now look at these, ready to come out of the oven. Perfect timing with just under a buck and a half left on the clock. And they are liking the looks of that one, the chefs upstairs.
They like that.
Seems like he's the one enjoying the home kitchen advantage today.
Looks good to me. Oh, now the color is just so perfect.
Great.
Oh, yes.
This has to be the color of a fox, not a raccoon.
Raccoon color would be overcooked, right?
All right, now a minute to go. Final 60 seconds for the challenger, and scanning the dishes on his side. And my initial count, I think, has him at 5 dishes. coming from a man whose face is well known across the nation. All those commercials he's been featured in on TV. 15 seconds left. All the cooking out of the way now. Just a few final finishing touches. Dr. Yukio Hattori, believing the top instructor at his college is of Iron Chef caliber, trying to beat one today. We'll see if he can do it. Final seconds ticking down, and that's it. Challenger Motai is done. And Challenger Motai is offering 5 dishes. First, 3-flavor noodle appetizer served in bamboo. Sea urchin and sauces of abalone and cured plum are featured. Chilled broad bean soup, which doesn't appear to be the noodle offering that it is. The dumplings accentuated by miso. Duck and noodles in a pie, a look more like that of a Western dish. The pie crust has sealed all the flavors inside. Shaved noodles in kimchi stew. The flat noodle shavings help soften the impact of the spicy kimchi soup. Last is noodle dessert, a quickly made but well thought out dessert utilizing the texture of udon noodles. And now the first moment of truth, tasting and judgment. On the panel today for the Udon Battle are songwriter Yasushi Akimoto, singer Sachiko Kobayashi, actor Tatsuo Umemiya, and culinary critic Asako Kishi. At this time, only the dishes of Challenger Motai.
So delicious.
So delicious.
This is really very delicious. When you think about it, udon noodles are like white paper for painting, and he used these 3 colors and came up with a really nice piece of art. And it's a good start, too.
The sea urchin sauce has body and is good, while the cured plum sauce I thought would be sour, but it wasn't. You toned it down nicely. It's good.
So good.
You open up the pie to find noodles, beautifully prepared in the most traditional sense. He knows how to make great Japanese food, and on top of that, he added interest by putting a pie crust over it, which goes quite well with the flavors inside.
If it were a pure Japanese-style duck soup noodle, it could have been even saltier. But you have a pie here, and that makes it a nice balance.
And now Challenger Motai dishing out the kimchi stew with shaved noodles.
I'm not so crazy about hot food, but it is spicy, but I sense some sweetness in it.
It's like boiled gyoza without meat in it. The noodles are soft, and that makes this stew gentle, easy to swallow.
Normally, many people like udon noodles with a firm texture, al dente in Italian. But this one, the noodles are almost melting away. So, as she said, it's a very gentle dish.
You can use the chopsticks.
This is sweet, mild, with some sourness, too. And the sweet black beans here and there have added a nice texture. But the soybean flour you sprinkled, I could have done without.
Especially after the spicy kimchi stew. I can say you have perfected the level of sweetness.
And the Iron Chef coming back to pick things up and finish his dishes in the last 10 minutes. Out of action, just a tad under 40 minutes, so these last 10 minutes will be critical. Wonder what effect all the downtime will have had on him, if any, but like a baseball pitcher who can tighten up sitting in the dugout for a long stretch between innings, we will try to see if he has been affected. Looks pretty relaxed, though, as now we are just a few moments away from getting restarted any second now.
All right.
And yes, bang a gong, Nakamura is on. Yes, go. 10 minutes left. Going against the chef whose dishes were well received by the tasters. And Kanagawa-san, it would not be your preference to have to stop, put things down and walk away and be forced to come back later to finish up, I would assume?
No doubt about that. I'd want to finish my dishes in one shot.
Okay.
Chris-san,
yes.
By way of information about Iron Chef Nakamura, when he was back in his waiting area, I heard that he was huddled up with his assistants, making very detailed plans about who was going to do what, minute minute by minute.
All right, in-battle adjustments, using the downtime constructively and quickly got this one heated up on the stove.
This is a sauce for the dumpling, I believe.
Okay, for the dumplings, the 3 colored ones, right?
Right. You got that right.
Okay, and those were the dumplings that he used the soda pop in, right?
That's right.
Take it, please.
The sauce that you're discussing is made from sugar, soy sauce, and potato starch.
All right.
See, just like I said.
Good call.
I knew that was the sauce. Okay.
And this mitarashi flavor, that's the sauce here,
right,
correct?
it's a mitarashi sauce,
All right.
yes.
And, of course, these last 10 minutes are going to seem to go by very quickly already. 2 minutes gone. We're down to 8, and he's still got to get the sauce for the Sara Udon. He's got enough time for that?
Yeah, well, he'd been preparing the ingredients for that, actually.
Got them at the ready.
Right. So he just needs to stir-fry them.
Okay, and let's see. Right here?
Right. He's going to stir-fry these.
Okay, with the balsam pears?
Yeah, to add just a bitter twist to
Okay,
it.
start now with some prawns.
Shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake and bell peppers.
Red ones.
Cabbage in there as well, and there are the balsam pears.
Yeah, he's just throwing them all in.
All right, and this will all be in the sauce that he'll make for and pour over the fried noodles.
Yeah, he could just lightly flavor these and then place them on the noodles and then cover it with a sweet and sour sauce. Or he could finish it with a sweet and sour sauce and then add fried noodles to that.
Oh, okay.
So he's got choice.
Kusan?
Yes.
Yeah, I finally succeeded in getting some comments from Iron Chef on how he felt during the long wait, and he said this is not a battle between noodle shop owners. I'll show you some
5
top-notch dishes today.
minutes to go.
I'm not bothered by the time difference or the challenger. My dishes are perfect so far.
All right, thanks, big fella. Now we're down to 5 minutes.
It's with shark's fin.
Ooh, Iron Chef Nakamura boosting the luxury quotient on this one for the sauce for his fried noodles dish. And wonderful aroma coming from that. That should kickstart, or for the tasters, restart their appetites. And now another pot of noodles off the stove into the strainer.
Where do these noodles go?
These are the broth made from the black chicken, I believe.
Okay, all right, yes.
And I think these noodles right here, they're for that stew, actually.
All right, now we are up to speed on that one by the Iron Chef.
Right, so he went ahead and put them in.
Okay, a very rich-looking broth on that one. And, okay, Ota, you're set up over there. If you are, go ahead.
Thank you. I'm here with Dr. Yukio Hattori. I'd like to get some comments from him. He's watching the Iron Chef with me from a different perspective today. Hattori-san. The Iron Chef is your opponent today. What do you think of his dishes so far?
I've actually just started watching him. I don't really know what he's done so far, but I think I have an idea what his dishes will look like.
Okay.
I think we're pretty much at 50-50.
50-50, so you're saying you're not sure?
I think we got an even chance.
3 minutes
All right, thank you both over there. 3 minutes left now for Iron Chef Nakamura. The sauce progressing for the Sara Udon fried noodles. But the expression, one of concern there. Will he be able to make it? He needs this one to come in, yes.
I asked Iron Chef Nakamura if he had any worries about the noodles getting too soft between the waiting and the tasting, and he said nothing will be affected. Everything has been calculated perfectly.
All right, had to game plan for that, and he is executed to a T. And the bitter balsam pears might be the key to this one.
I agree.
All right, they'll add a different type of twist to the overall flavor. And now thickening up that sauce, Iron Chef Japanese Kome Nakamura. Wow, one interested observer right there, Dr. Hattori, as we near the end of this one. Got about $1.20 left on the clock, and finally the sweet and sour sauce going down onto the crispy deep fried udon noodles right there. But how about the noodles in the earthen pot as we approach the last minute here? Nakamura, his cooking performance today, look, having a little trouble right there, losing some of the sauce. Got to be careful. Will not have time to go back for a remake, and now a minute to go. Nakamura down to his last 60 seconds of cooking. He's the Iron Chef, and he's the one who has to try and overcome the disadvantage of having to shut it down and come back and finish his dishes. They are scrambling on that side. And how about the earthenware pot? Is that one ready?
It's go time, I think. Yeah, got it.
Okay, and if he's heard us, he should be aware that Challenger Motai's dishes, for the most part, well received by the tasters, so he's got to make sure everything is spot on, finished just right, and going over it right there, so it looks like the cooking is done, so he's able to get through this second session without any major mishap. Dr. Hattori bringing in his top instructor, who today has given Nakamura all he can handle. We'll see how it shakes out. The final seconds ticking down in the Udon Battle, and that's it. All the cooking's done. The Udon Battle is over.
A battle where you had to sit and wait in the middle. Wasn't it tough?
Well, in addition to that, I wanted to make this udon battle more interesting. You know, I know udon noodles with tempura and other traditional recipes are great, but that would have been too orthodox.
Oh.
So I rearranged Japanese cooking skills, trying to come up with unique dishes as much as possible.
I see. And you sounded so sure throughout the battle. Are you confident of another win today?
Well, my dishes are fine, I think.
All right, great.
Iron Chef Nakamura is offering 5 dishes. First, sliced and pickled dough, modeled after a famous product from Kyoto. The miso flavor permeating the dough makes it unique. Fried noodles with sweet sauce, luxurious with prawns, abalone, and shark's fin. The balls and pears add depth. Chilled udon soup. The udon noodles are not visible, but once the soup is eaten, tasters will notice their presence. Fourth, gourmet's dream. Visually, it appears to be an orthodox noodle dish, but contents-wise, it's anything but. With mascarpone cheese added to the thick and rich soup, and crab meat contained in the noodles. A dream effort by the Iron Chef. Last, 3-color dumplings. For function and flavor, he added soda pop in the making of these rice flour udon dumplings. And now up the dishes of Iron Chef Nakamura.
It's such a unique flavor. I've never had this before.
I added vegetables to give it a crispy texture a bit, cucumbers and some yam.
We can't call this udon. How about a different name for this? I love the texture of everything in this. Miso is not too salty, not too sweet. Great drinking snack.
Right, perfect for that.
Where are we having sake? You have lobster, abalone, and shark fin, right?
Luxurious.
Right? Who could not like this? But for me, you could have made it saltier. How about you, Sachiko?
Well, I like milder things, so this is to my liking.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry to disagree.
No problem. People who drink tend to prefer strong flavors.
I'm an exception.
And now Nakamura serving his thick and rich gourmet's dream.
I've never had udon noodles this fancy. That's all I can say. I'm out of words.
Because you flavor the noodles themselves a bit, they blend nicely with the soup. Without that, the noodles might have been overpowered by this strong soup.
I don't usually like sweet things, but this is not too sweet. I like it.
You want sake? For this as well?
Oh, yeah.
The texture is al dente, as dumplings should be.
He used udon in forms we have never seen, improving his skills. And then at the end, as a main dish, he's saying, udon is best when eaten as udon. It's a very powerful statement, very effective tactics, I think.
料理界の大物同士がぶつかり合った今日のうどん対決。お二人の料理のレベルの高さに審査はかなり難しかったようです。しかしテーマはうどんだけに私はここで面と向かって発表しなければなりません。それでは発表します。
Today, a difficult battle to navigate, and with the format altered as slippery as a wet udon noodle. Challenger Motai fighting for the pride of the Hattori Nutrition College and validation of the recommendation by his boss that he succeed in Ichiba. Iron Chef Nakamura laying it all on the line for the Gourmet Academy. Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
挑戦者Motai Kenji!
It's the challenger! Motai wins it! A stunning victory over the Iron Chef! The man who would be Iron Chef Kenji Motai beating Iron Chef Nakamura and in the process upholding the reputation of the Hattori Nutrition College. Man alive, they are loving it upstairs. What a win! We've got to check these scores. All right, Akimoto 18-17 the challenger, Kobayashi 18-17 the challenger, Umemiya 16-15 the challenger, and Kishi 19-17 going for the Iron Chef. But 3-1 in favor of Motai, tying up the Iron Chef with udon noodles. Today, the tradition of the Hattori Nutrition College trumping the Academy's culinary innovation, a lesson taught indeed by today's winner, Kenji Motai.
His originality. That's the reason I decided to vote for the challenger.
Originality. I felt the challenger was slightly better than the Iron Chef today, in my opinion.
Food should be artistic, and yes, that is important, but it should always come back with some kind of familiarity, some kind of at-home atmosphere. And that's what I felt I enjoyed today with the challenger's dishes. He was able to do that.